If you're starting a business, don't waste weeks stressing over your logo. As a new entrepreneur, your number one priority is always going to be sales. However, you still need to know the basics. Let me show you exactly how to build a simple brand presence that will not slow you down.
One of the most exciting pieces about the branding and marketing strategy is creating your logo. Now, what I don't want you to do is get so caught up in actually paying a lot of money to get this logo done, trying to get the perfect logo, because that could evolve over time. When we started Pharmacy Synergistics, we actually had a logo, and then we ended up having it rebranded, redone, probably about 3 years later. And we even changed the name to make it shorter to PSYN. Okay, so I don't want you to get so wrapped up in the logo, especially when you're first starting out, and lose time. Because remember, as the intro of this video, I told you the number one thing that you want to focus on is sales. So you want to be able to launch and get to market, and things like waiting on the perfect logo is just slowing you down from getting to what ultimately matters, which is more sales. So when you're starting to build out your branding kit, colors is going to be very important. Now, a good tool to use to start looking for colors and what they mean and how they complement one another is Canva has a color wheel. So I'm going to show you that on my phone. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to google.com and we're going to type in Canva color wheel. And when you type in Canva color wheel, is what you're going to see is this circle that has all of these colors. And then it's telling you to actually pick a color, and then you can choose a color combination. Now, these numbers and with the hashtags underneath, you're going to need to keep those, because that's going to give you what your distinct colors are, so that whenever you're going to make marketing materials and you're going to have to use your colors, those are the numbers that you're going to take and put in for your colors whenever you're actually getting ready to create all your graphics. Now, you can tap anywhere on the color wheel and it's going to give you the different colors, and it also is telling you whether you want something that's complementary, monochromatic, meaning the same color just different shades, and then you got all these different ones that you can choose from and figure out what you actually want to use. Now, again, don't spend a lot of time trying to figure out which colors to use. Now, colors do have meaning, so I like to make sure that whenever I'm actually building out my color scheme, that I actually do some research on what colors are good for your particular business. So if you're in a healing business, you may want to go to Google and say best colors for a health and wellness business. And you hit enter, and all this stuff with AI now. So it says, for a health and wellness business, colors should evoke feelings of calmness, trust, and well-being. Popular choices include blue, green, and earth tones, which can create a sense of serenity and connection to nature. So if you wanted to go and find blue, green, and earth tones, then what I would recommend that you do is to go back to your color wheel, because now we're looking for blue, green, and earth type tones. So we go back to Canva's color wheel, and we'd pick like a blue color, and then, yeah, so we could just pick a color and then have them actually pick, and then you pick which type color combination that you actually want. So what I want you to get from this part about colors is, number one, you want to go and do some research on what colors mean, and you can even do a Google search and say, if I'm in this particular industry, what colors would be best for that, just like I just showed you using Google. Now, the other piece that I want you to do is I want you to use the color palette in Canva to see what colors go really well together. So my Build with Randy logo, that was the same thing I did. It was going to be the blue, the green, and the white, because it all talked about growth. So now that you have your colors, you can take those colors and you can make yourself a logo. Now, there's two ways you can make a logo. You can go to Canva and you can make your logo, or you can hire somebody on Fiverr to do your logo. Now, I know a lot of you have been thinking and sitting on an idea about your business for a very long time. And if that's the case, you may already have an idea for what you want your logo to look like. Whenever I launched my business coaching business, I wanted something that had a tree, because I wanted it to show growth. So that's how the Build with Randy logo came about, is because I just wanted something that was a resemblance of a tree. And so I got a tree, and I'll put the logo on the screen so you can see what that looks like. Now, if you have no clue what you want your logo to be, then here's my suggestion to you. Go on Google and then just put in different things about your business. Oh, you can even go into ChatGPT. Let's try that. Let's go into ChatGPT. So I'm going to go into ChatGPT and I'm going to ask it, give me some colors and logo ideas for a new business. The indie business is all about helping people live a healthy lifestyle by encouraging good eating habits and exercise, but starting with changing their mindset. And then I'm going to hit the button. And so it comes up and it gives you all this thing. It says, let's build a color palette and logo concept that reflects clarity, motivation, balance, and transformation. And then it gives you color palette ideas. It even gives you the color ID. And I don't know what that number is called. I need to look it up. Somewhere I thought it's called like hex, but I don't know which is which, but whatever. So this one's saying teal and aqua. Emotions would be calm, clarity, mind, body connection. And it says use it as your main brand color. And then it's got accent for calls to action. You could use sunrise orange. What you could then do is take these colors like this teal aqua right here. Let me see if I can do this. 4FD1C5. 4FD1C5. And so there's the color. There's the aqua color. And what it's telling us over here is to put it with a sunrise orange, green, charcoal gray. So let's see what the color wheel gave us. Orange and green and gray. None of that. There's a green, but there's no orange, there's no grays in here. So you could use this one, or if you wanted to do a custom palette and use exactly what it has, you could do that. And then you could actually change out these colors. So we could change the purple to this FFA726. And so then there's the orange put with the teal that's got a green on the end. It's not the same green that they're saying, 66BB6A. 66BB6A is another one. So now we've got those three, and then this one needs to be the charcoal gray, which is all threes. Look like it's 6 threes. Okay, so that is the scheme here that ChatGPT gave us. So if you don't know what those colors look like, you can just put them in this color wheel and see what they look like together. And then you could do create a graphic, and it will should take you right into Canva for you to actually create a graphic and see what that would actually look like. Now, you can also, while we're in Canva, let's go ahead and let's just look at logo, ideas, health and fitness. And you can go in here and it'll give you certain logos that people have already created. Now, I don't recommend using the logo that is in Canva because somebody's created that already. So somebody's probably already using that. You can also go and look at your competitors, see what they are using. And you don't want anything similar to them to where you get into any trouble about you trying to copy their logo. But you can go in there and get some type of inspiration. So you can go through here and you can scroll and you can see if anything pops out at you as a logo of something that you'd want to use, and then you can always change up the pictures and stuff from it. Okay, so that's one way that you can create your logo yourself using Canva. If you do not have a paid Canva account, you just get a paid Canva account. Like, it's really not that expensive. I think it was like $20 or $24 a month. Go ahead and cop one and pick it up. Like, if you're a serious business owner, quit nickeling and diming yourself and just go ahead and pay for this paid subscription. All right, so that is how you can use Canva and ChatGPT to actually give you ideas on what your brand color should be in your logo. They even gave us some logo concept ideas in ChatGPT. It says head and leaf hybrid, and it tells you that a simple outline of a head with a leaf where the brain is, meaning healthy thoughts grow healthy habits. I like that. Style is clean lines, minimal with gradient or two-tone color. So it gives you different ideas, and then it gives you some name and tagline considerations, because that is the next step that I want to talk about. You want to try and come up with a motto or a tagline for your business. For PSN, it is simply better together. I don't have one for Build with Randy because the name of it is kind of like my tagline. I want you to build it with me. And so thrive from within, mind fit, living, shift in strength, fuel the mindset, whole way wellness. Those are all taglines that ChatGPT gave us. And then it says sample tagline, change your thoughts, change your habits, change your life. So to me, that's more like a motto, tagline, or whatever. So what you want to do is utilize AI to your advantage. I love ChatGPT. Go in and just play around with it. It can give you some different ideas about how you should actually build out your brand logos, your brand colors, and what your whole aesthetics should look like as it relates to your business, including your tagline and your motto. Finally, what I want to talk about is your mission and vision statements. Now, these are not as important as people want you to believe, in my opinion. Mission and vision statements usually come in when you're filling out applications for like a grant, or you're completing your business plan, or you're putting together your work instructions or code of conduct or policies and procedures, and it's related to your employees, and you need to put your mission and vision statements out there, maybe in your employee handbook. So that's when that really comes into play. In my opinion, mission and vision statement should really encapsulate what your organization is all about. Now, people often ask, what's the difference between a mission and a vision statement? And I will be completely honest with you, I sometimes have to look it up too. Vision statements, think about it as where you want to be in the future. It's like the aspirations of your company. So for Build with Randy, my vision statement could very well be, I want to help 1,000 individuals launch their idea into a business. Now, your mission is kind of like where you are right now, what your culture is right now, what do you believe in right now, that kind of thing. And so the mission statement for Build with Randy could be, and I'm gonna have to do this on the fly because I really don't have a mission statement because I just don't. I don't have a website for Build with Randy. I have a landing page, and we'll talk about that. But a mission statement for Build with Randy could be, well, how about we do ChatGPT? Because I don't really know what would be a mission statement for a business coaching business like mine. And here's it says at Build with Randy, we empower aspiring entrepreneurs and professionals to shift their mindset, master their strategy, and execute with clarity. Through practical coaching, real-world tools, and unwavering accountability, we help our clients turn ideas into income and purpose into profit without the fluff. That's, to me, is just too much. I could tell ChatGPT to go in here and shorten it. But the main thing, what I want you all to get and understand, and even if you got to go to Google, y'all Google it. Because like I told you, I often get mission and vision statements confused. And it says right here, vision statement outlines an organization's future aspirations and long-term goals, while a mission statement defines its current purpose, core values, and objectives. Long story short here, when it comes to mission and vision statements, in my opinion, they're not that important. Because as you can tell, I don't have them for, it looks like, for any of my businesses. But when it comes to mission and vision statements, if you have to go ahead and create one of those, just use ChatGPT to actually help you kind of figure out what that is. And then let me see what ChatGPT would tell me as a vision statement. Because you can tell, of course, you tell ChatGPT, you know, some ideas that you have. So if your mission is about what you do and how, your vision should boldly state where you're going and the impact you aim to create. So it says vision statement is to help 1,000 entrepreneurs launch and grow businesses built on purpose, clarity, and execution, creating a ripple effect of economic freedom, confidence, and impact in their community. So that's the vision statement. I actually kind of like that. So maybe now Build with Randy really does have a vision statement. I want y'all to know that if this video felt towards the vision and mission statement section like I was all over the place, I'm going to leave that in there on purpose, because what I want y'all to realize is some of this stuff you got to figure out on the fly. Don't be out here acting like you know it all and that you got it all together. What you're going to do is show people how you actually get to the answer. What does it look like for me to go out here and Google this, telling you that I get confused on mission and vision statements, but you don't know that? I'm out here trying to swing from the cuff of what I just found on Google. I'm just going to share with you the weaknesses because this is what you're going to be doing as entrepreneurs. Why should I stick in my head what mission and vision is when it's not that important to me? And I don't think it's that important to you as a business when you can just go and look it up and create these statements on your own. All right, so now that you've got the colors and you know what your logo may look like, you can go into Fiverr and find you a designer. I've had logos designed on there for about 80 to 100 bucks. I've also hired somebody professionally to do a logo. I've paid up to 600 bucks for a logo to be done before. And I've created one all on my own, which is the Build with Randy one that I did on Canva. And so just know that there's a range of options that you can do to actually get your logo created. One of the main things I do think is important though is going to be your colors, because you want to make sure that you have consistent coloring throughout all of your branding and your marketing materials. I think a tagline and a motto is very important over a mission and a vision statement. Where I think mission and vision statements do become helpful is just so that you yourself can have guiding principles of where you want your organization to go and where it is now, especially when you begin to bring on employees and team members so that they know what your business venture is looking like in the future. Okay. And that's what we get from our vision. So hopefully this video was very helpful. I hope you saw the authenticity through it. And as a new entrepreneur out there, I want you all to know that just go ahead and get started. Some of this stuff you're going to fumble through. Some of this stuff you're not going to do right the first time. It's okay. Just continue to follow folks like myself who has done a lot of things, who's made a lot of mistakes and still making mistakes, but also have a lot of best practices under their belt that can share them with you. So until the next video, go out and be successful and get some sales.